Has been outstanding when James Harden, Chris Paul, and Clint Capella even play. They're 44 in starters for Houston. Jeff Teague, plenty of playoff experience, but he's lost 10 straight postseason, 30 and 11 at home. Houston had the best road record this year at 30. Here's Chris Paul, 27 points in game 2. Ariza lets it fly, and a great start for the Rockets. Now Butler attacking and backs it in. Paul doing his magic in the lane. Make the playoffs, but with the Pelicans and the Clippers and now in Houston, he's used to playing in these kind of games. Here's Wiggins from outside of the block. Another rebound by Towns. Minnesota looking to push tempo. And Butler open. He buries it. Being an over and back violation. Now Wiggins. Out to T for 3. It's there. 4 minutes in. Got Gibson on him right now. Timer at 3. Harden for 3. And he drills it. Almost threw it away, though. Here's Gordon, the 6th man of the year. A year ago, has not shot the ball well. Minnesota led by 7 a couple of minutes ago. Ryan Anderson playing for the first time in this series. He's been out with an ankle injury. One of the hardest workers in the league. Butler, and he's starting to catch fire offensively.
Anderson has some length.
He's got the last 6 for Minnesota. As Harden takes it strong to goal.
I love that. He struggled at shooting it, finished the second quarter of game 2. 25 total minutes.
Gerald Green for 3. 35-point game. D'Antoni said we haven't changed anything defensively with how we're attacking Towns. Wow, what a 3 by Gerald. Here's Paul working on Bielitsa, gets past him, lays it off the window and in.
That's why Chris Paul's like, he cannot stay with me.
There's the double on Towns, makes a good play though, finds Wiggins who strokes home a 3-pointer. He missed the shot, he's their second leading scorer though in the series.
Interesting lineup here with Derrick Rose, Teague, Butler, and Crawford around one center. Derrick Rose.
And that basket by Rose, the first bench points for Minnesota. They go to Towns, his first shot attempt, and is an emphatic one. They only had 1 point off Houston turnovers in game 1. Gerald Green, this guy can't miss right now in the history of the league. Rose, man, has he been aggressive offensively in this series. Crawford, corner 3, goal! 2012, when Derrick Rose tore his ACL in the playoffs. And it's gone by here in the second quarter. It's the 4-point game, 36-32 Minnesota. Here's Butler, banks it home. Butler with the left hand. Gordon, blocked by Towns. Then off of Gordon, out of bounds. Just to the game. Here's Harden, got 5 points. Make it 7. Harden, 3 of 6. Seems like a different life when he was coming off the bench for the Thunder. Rose driving. Great finish by Derrick Rose. He's got Towns on him now. And Rose reaches in. Makes the good defensive play. Minnesota's got numbers. Rose gives it up. Gets it back. And scores. 3 assists. Jimmy Butler on him. Butler trying to poke it away. Paul so good with the mid.
He's in command.
If you didn't appreciate Chris Paul before this year, I think those that were, as Rose connects again. I think playoffs, they're struggling, but it's hard to make that excuse when you watch Donovan Mitchell and the entire Philadelphia 76er team.
Anderson on his back, and Teague didn't get it to him.
Gordon can't leave him open. Eric Gordon for 3.
The trigger, you're directing the ball. Let him touch it.
He touches it here, and he goes to the left hand, and it drops.
Big trust. Tom Thibodeau's remarkably patient with his young guys.
6 points for Towns, all in the second quarter. Gordon, splash on it. And top 5 all-time in steals per game. Teague, that was a tough shot over Capella. And we'll hear what Paul, Jalen, and Chauncey all have to say about that with Beadle coming up on Toyota halftime. Here's Hart, strokes it down. And meanwhile, Jimmy Butler is holding his left leg. He is down on the other end. Ariza's 3 makes it a 1-quarter workout for both teams because Marketing is terrific. Nice finish by Capella with a finger roll. 6.5 points per game in this series after 21 points per game during the regular year. Paul gives the Rockets the lead at his average in this series. Here's Teague driving, and it's good for Jeff Teague. Harden 4 for 11 from the floor, coming off a 2 for 18 game, but then a beautiful rebounds for Towns. Minnesota just one basket here in the quarter, and that was a Teague jumper. Wiggins hits his third. Minnesota by 1. Butler trying to get into Harden, but Capella sets a great screen. Third quarter. Wiggins penetrates and kicks. Butler rising, hitting a three. Harden wide open, rhythm dribble. No good though. Great offensive rebound. And Capella. Here's Wiggins trying to shake Gordon. 3 from Towns. It's there! Midway through the third. Anderson for 3. Able to answer. His 68 double-doubles during the regular season, the most in the NBA. Ariza hits the deck. Butler throws it off the glass. Got the switch here. Nene guarding Butler. Tyus Jones into the lane. And it's good for Jones. And that was not a good pass. Turnover. Here comes Harden to Nene. And Nene stuffs it through. Wiggins facing up on Gerald Green. Drives at him. That's a tough move. Some toughness there. Towns on the cut. Finishes. And he's 50 to go. Eric Gordon fires to an open Anderson. That was a great find. And Anderson.
Need to get him sort of back conditioning-wise, rhythm-wise.
Gorgie Jang's going to try a 3. And he makes it.
With 10 ticks on the clock, and he not made that.
He would have heard for longer than 10 ticks. Wiggins with the swagger. And Derrick Rose, who did not play in the third quarter, at 10 points in 9 minutes in the second quarter. But fearless. Ball pulls up and gets it. They lost Gordon Hayward, among others. He did a great job. Great steal by Jang. And Jang! Exclamation point! The one team they couldn't beat was the Rockets. They lost all 4 regular season games to Houston. Here's Rose. Driving at Tucker. And Rose. How about the game that Derrick Rose has had? And then the Wolves exploded offensively. They're led by as many as 19, but now Houston can get back to 10 or 9 as Harden finished. They go to Towns one-on-one against Anderson. Butler is open for 3. It's good. Teague's going to try a 3. Got it! Ball in the paint. Stops, pops, and hits. He had just 5 points in game 2, all in the first quarter. Harden goes into Towns. Towns on Harden again. Wiggins spot up 3. On target. By Capella. Gordon banks it in. You don't say that. They got to get a stop first, though. And they don't because of Derrick Doris. I've seen him look over here a couple times, and he said to you when we saw him in the hallway before the game,
the speed, the explosion, the power, and he makes the 3?
So does Butler. 15 threes for the Wolves. Brooks for 3. Tapped out to Bielitsa, and that'll do it. The Minnesota Timberwolves playing their first home playoff game since 2004. Win their first game of the series.